Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Tesla stock page. Do you believe that buying Tesla stock may make you a millionaire in a year? According to Kevin O'Leary, yes. If you're interested in learning more about Tesla stock, keep watching and consider subscribing to our channel. A well-known Canadian businessman and entrepreneur is named Kevin O'Leary. He also goes by the name Mr. Wonderful during all of his appearances on the American reality business pitching show Shark Tank. Additionally, he serves as chairman of O-Shares Investment Advisors, a business that independently produces indexes. Over the years, Mr. O'Leary has established himself as a dependable investor who many people consult for advice on market development and investing strategy. The stock market has seen turbulence during the past few months. The S&P 500 saw a 21% decline throughout the first half of the year, one of the worst stock market events in recent memory. Many financial gurus refer to the current circumstance as the dip. Whether or not you should buy in the dip depends on a number of factors, and there are numerous views on the subject. Watch this space to find out what Kevin O'Leary feels about purchasing a Tesla at a discount. Typically during this stage, investors buy equities at a discount while the market is weak in the anticipation that it would soon rebound. Therefore, if the stock market bounces back and expands further, your upside might be substantial. However, there are also a lot of risks associated, one of which is that nobody is really sure when it will go back up. Since there are many variables involved, they cannot always anticipate the future. Returning to the Tesla stock in 2020, it too fell, with the majority of the decline occurring since April of this year. The recent events have stunned many investors, who are now becoming less optimistic about Tesla stock. Some analysts, though, have a more upbeat perspective and advise purchasing when the price is low. One of the fundamental strategic investors who is bullish on the stock market in general and Tesla stock in particular in 2020 is Kevin O'Leary. Tesla, according to the expert, has been his best performing stock to that point. His son Trevor, who pushed Mr. O'Leary to purchase Tesla stock in 2019, is the beneficiary of this investment. When Trevor interned at Tesla and discovered that it is an AI and data technology company rather than an automaker, he became intrigued by the business, according to O'Leary. O'Leary added that it can occasionally be beneficial to think beyond the box. He added that there are currently a lot of worries in the world, primarily as a result of COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war. According to Kevin O'Leary, all of this discourages many of investors. Additionally, Mr. Wonderful stated that in his opinion, the Fed is acting aggressively in response to inflationary worries, contrary to Mr. O'Leary's assertions. Since he receives monthly tier sheets of the private companies in which he has equity, he does not notice much of a slowdown. The seasoned investor emphasized it as well. He will undoubtedly be the one to notice the first indications of a downturn or recession in the economy, even though he hasn't done so yet. Kevin O'Leary recently made the following essential statement. At least 50% of it, in my opinion, is caused by inflation. Due to the fact that we are currently experiencing inflation that is 6 years old, give or take, I am not as pessimistic as the pundits and I am investing accordingly. I'd never invest in the bond. That is foolish. On that, you're going to get destroyed. Mr. Wonderful thinks that choosing stocks from major corporations with significant pricing power and the capacity to resist all inflationary cycles is the greatest investing strategy in the current tumultuous times. He added that these businesses frequently have viable business plans and smaller debt loads, enabling them to pass on their expenses to investors and customers. All of the aforementioned elements increase these businesses' ability to survive. Additionally, Mr. O'Leary stated that he prefers to invest in the stocks of the aforementioned corporations to their bonds. In his words, I know with a 100% outcome when I'm going to be paid back and when and if I have a long-duration bond and inflation is 6% and I'm paying 3.2%, which roughly corresponds to the average price of corporate paper at the moment. That is a really bad place to put capital, and I would much rather go in equities. According to Mr. O'Leary, one of the ideal moments to buy stocks and make investments is precisely when other individuals decide against making investments and take the opposite course of action. Mr. Wonderful himself likens this investment strategy to the lemming effect, a psychological phenomenon. This phenomena describes the tendency for many people to act in a particular way just because the vast majority of other people do. When a large portion of a group of people starts to run, many additional individuals start to imitate what the majority of the group is doing. Half of the market for technology has been eliminated. The top tech businesses' growth rates, however, have not slowed down. According to Kevin O'Leary, while examining tech giants, there are no indications that the growth pace is slowing down. I examine the balance sheet and the free cash flow, to paraphrase Mr. O'Leary. I don't pay attention to conversations. I consider cash flow. What matters is that. This, in our opinion, is one of the factors influencing Mr. Wonderful's assurance in his plan and investments. It's a wise strategy for dealing with the stock market. Every market transaction has an impact on stock prices, which fluctuate regularly. Every day, millions of transactions involving the stock take place. Therefore, if your investment goal is long-term, the stock price is not the best signal of whether to buy the stock or not. Considering that you might acquire a discounted company, buying the dip gives the potential to make more money. Nonetheless, decisions should fit inside your entire strategy. This shouldn't be based only on the stock's price at a specific moment. Given that the firm has a bright future and that buying its stock now at a lower price might even provide you the chance to become a billionaire in a year, we believe Kevin O'Leary is right when he advocates buying Tesla stock despite the slump. If the market bounces back quickly enough. If we look at the data, we can see that Tesla has found over 900,000 vehicles since the pandemic began in 2020. Elon Musk shared yet another crucial fact in December of last year. Tesla has sold stock worth $16.4 billion USD since November. In 2022's first quarter, Tesla revealed a net income of USD 3.3 billion. These numbers surpass the company's Wall Street projections. All of this data demonstrates that Tesla is still in a strong position and that there is currently no hint of a growth slowdown. Therefore, we believe that Kevin O'Leary is saying that, if it fits with your plan and vision, buying Tesla shares now would be a smart move. But always keep in mind that investing carries some risk. As a result, you should learn as much as you can about the market and the company itself. You should also be cautious and do due diligence. It's possible that Kevin O'Leary is enthusiastic about the novel battery that Tesla is developing. The Model S that Tesla produces at its Texas Gigafactory have begun to be distributed. This type is intriguing because it has 4680 structural battery packs built into the vehicle. Munro and Associates, a business that disassembles cars, took apart one of the Model S at the start of July. The battery pack appears revolutionary even from the exterior, according to the specialists who were consulted to learn more about the battery. In their film, Munro and Associates also highlight a number of the new battery's technological features. The battery pack's incredible small weight, however, was what caught everyone off guard the most. The entire building only weighs around 1,200 pounds. For instance, the battery pack of Rivian's rival models weighs roughly twice as much, but only the battery and not the entire structure of the pack. This may seem like a small sum, but in the world of automobiles, that's something that may really help Tesla maintain its top spot in the market. This and other likely groundbreaking developments are taken into account by Mr. O'Leary when deciding whether to purchase Tesla stock. I appreciate you coming. Watch one of our other videos as well. And while you are still here, please select one of the two videos that are displayed on your screen. Hello there.